Alright, I'm going to start that up.
But the children, these innocent children.
Norman Lear, All in the Family, Archie.
Archie.
They were worried about the language on the show. Well, kids are going to see that show and hear Archie cursing. And Norman Lear's response was, "You mean the language used on every playground in the United States of America?"
Yeah.
So, you know, there we go.
So, it's on.
You guys ready?
It's already on.
Oh, cool.
I already started just for the hell of it today.
All right.
Alright, we're back. Round 2.53 something, whatever. Get a little topic here on or a little flavor of my radio show, Buddhist Portal, on Sunday nights.
Okay.
What other passions do you have besides comic books? I mean, do you like the movies, or do you like the TV shows? Do you like the music? Do you like toys?
You know, I do a little bit of everything. I do collect some toys. Enjoy that. You know, some statues. I love when comics are translated into film well. You know, everyone isn't going to be great. Marvel's done a good job overall of the product. I was really down on Man of Steel till I saw the extended trailer. Now I'm really looking forward to it.
I agree with that.
I tell people all the time, just like the creation of the comic book superhero, for DC, for their universe to work, Superman's got to work. Got to. Because if you don't buy into Superman, none of it, you won't buy into anything else. You have to buy into him. Batman aside, the Batman's kind of its own separate thing now. Love the TV shows. I watch all the superhero cartoons still at 47 years old.
So you watch Teen Titans?
Teen Titans. Not my cup of tea, but I watch it. I much more prefer Young Justice. Justice League to me was fantastic. Batman the Animated Series. To me, if I can describe to people what Batman is, I tell them watch that show. That's what Batman is. Love all that. Huge Doctor Who guy. Think it's fascinating.
Really?
I identify with Doctor Who very much so. He has one name, the Doctor. Everybody just calls me Coach. I have young assistants. There comes a time when they have to graduate and leave, just like the Doctor's assistants do. It's a very emotional time because we go on these crazy adventures together, like work at Free Comic Book Day, run MegaCon, go to these different things, and I watch these young people grow up, and it's part of life that they now have to go on to the next phase, and I hope I've prepared them for it. And they come back, you know, we go do more crazy stuff together. But I like all the elements of it. You know, I truly do. I still role play, and by that I mean sit around with your friends with paper and dice and interact with each other. Have nothing, I see nothing wrong with the mass media games where everybody's playing from all over the country, but I like the interaction with other people, that
Visual,
instantaneous, right? You know,
audio.
that playing off each other.
It is a pain in the ass to have to stop.
Right.
Now
To me,
I'm
it's
dead.
too much to do. I can
Yeah.
barely operate my cell phone, much less up, down, left shift, and I was like, no, forget it. I can't do that.
I gotcha.
So I like all aspects of it. I mean, again, I enjoy all elements of it. It's a huge, gigantic part of my life. That said, you know, I've coached sports for over 20 years, played sports all my life. I do believe, you know, you need to have other interests and other things. But I enjoy all elements of it. And some I'm bigger in, some I'm smaller in. The biggest, obviously, is the comic book end of it. I am a comic book man. That's what I am, you know. And but again, I enjoy all parts of it, and I think there's something for everyone in the field of collectibles and comic books and science fiction, whether it be Star Wars, whether it be Star Trek, whether it be Doctor Who, comic books, Dungeons and Dragons. It all kind of intermingles together, and I've just had a ball experiencing all that on my life. I really have.
I agree. I understand. New Batman films, 1,
Okay.
2, and 3.
Okay.
Did you like them as a whole?
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Yes. I did like him as well.
Which one do you think was the worst, though, that you had to say, out of all three of them, one of them just didn't fit?
Well, I think they all kind of fit. I would say that I'll say that I like 2 and 3 about the same. I thought Batman Begins was the best. And to me, the most powerful scenes in comic book movies aren't the superhero parts. It's not the superhero parts. It is the human element and the interaction of people and how they become super. I'll give you two quick examples. The original Superman movie with Christopher Reeve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him flying, catching the helicopter, great. You know, people stood up in the theater and applauded. Great scene, great scene. But the best scene to me was the scene that he's having with his father before his father passes away. Like, Pa, I can score a touchdown every time, you know, let me play football. I know. And his father explains to him he's something special and he's going to do something special. And that's where we begin to develop and define that character. And then his father dies, which is a seminal moment in Superman. That's when he truly becomes Superman. You know, that's when he begins that process. The scene in Batman Begins where Bruce Wayne's going to go kill the mobster,
Yeah.
and the girl talks him out of it and slaps his face in the car saying, your father would be ashamed of you.
Yeah.
Powerful moment. And to me, those are the scenes that people can identify with, and that's when the characters become the heroes. Yeah, the stuff is great when he's learning how to be Batman and ninja stuff. So it's awesome, you know. But it's again the human elements. But I thought Batman Begins was the best one of that. I enjoyed all of those. What'd you think of it?
You want me to tell you the truth?
No, I want you to lie to me. Yes, I want you to tell
I
me.
didn't see the first one. I still
Okay.
haven't seen the first one.
Okay.
I saw the second one. Don't know why. I'm not a big DC fan. I'm more Marvel.
Okay.
But I did like the Michael Keaton Batman, and I like the old Batmans,
Mhm.
Cesar Romero and all them, and Burt Ward, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw the second one, and it was, man, it just blew me away. I'm like, damn, that's the best Joker I've seen ever. You know, it was just really great. And then I saw 3, and the same night I saw 3, we rented Dread on DVD.
Mm-hmm. Which was an understated movie.
I still like Stallone's because, come on, man, that cheese that we grew up with was
Right.
I'm the man.
Right.
Perfect.
Right.
But I went through, Batman 3 at first, and I was pretty sober when I started that night because we're going to have a long movie night.
Okay, right.
And I went through, I'm watching. And I couldn't believe how intent I was in watching this movie and how alert I was actually watching it because a lot of times my mind just wanders.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the movie, I'm like, what the hell just happened? I'm like, are you serious? Hey, I just got my ass kicked. All of a sudden, I'm in a jail dungeon. And how'd you get there, Bane? How the hell did you leave the town? You got over there. What'd you do? You teleport over there? How'd that happen? Oh, and then Gordon's like, this and that. I'm like, you're leaving out some scenes because you're just cramming 5 hours into 3 hours here. And it didn't make me happy at all. I couldn't catch up with it. And I know I'm not a Batman fan, but I know the universe, and Bane just sounded like Scrooge McDuck and Sean Connery had a kid.
Right.
And I'm sorry,
It's a song, right?
I like Tom Hardy. I liked everything he's done so far. But I saw no Tom Hardy in it. It was him in a mask and a horrible jacket with a horrible collar. And then the whole part where I'm her lover. Oh, so you were a pedophile back in the prison. That's what it was? I'm like, what the hell was that about?
Right.
So I was like, no, I didn't get it. And everyone on my show was like, I didn't get it. Only one person was like, I like it. And we're like, no. So 2, I think, was really just great caliber. I would like to own 2.
Want my copy?
Sure, I'll take it. I just don't like
Worst
3.
Joker ever.
Really?
Dude, when Jack Nicholson comes out and says, boy, he killed himself after Joker because he went crazy. He's a pussy. I would agree with Jack Nicholson.
I didn't say Jack wasn't a good Joker either. He was
Romero
good.
would have slapped him, okay?
Who, Heath?
Yes.
Well, we're going
Ledger.
off on this tangent, and it's kind of funny. I heard this great quote. We can talk about the different actors and what actors portrayed who. Lisa Simpson had this nugget of information on The Simpsons, and I forget how it came up. Many people have played Batman through the years, and she was going over truisms in life. True factual things that we all experience in life. And she said, there are only 2 Batmen, Christian Bale and Adam West. And I agree with both of those statements. So, when you grow up with that show as a kid, that will always endear to
See, that
you.
bothered me about the new Batman was the whole, like we've said, normal guy, and then there's nothing here. What the hell makes you
Right,
talk
yeah.
like that?
Right.
I mean, is he wearing his suit so damn tight? It should be the other way. What the hell are you doing?
Right,
You know,
right.
like what? What? That's not.
He even
no.
talks to himself in the voice. Like when Catwoman leaves him, he's like, "Yo, that's what it feels like." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "There's no one around you. You can drop the voice."
I thought he did a good job. It's going to be interesting to see, what they do with the next evolution of the Batman franchise.
Which I think is too soon for you to go. Oh, we're gonna do this. It's like, really? You just kind of said, "Here you go. Now here's a kick in the ass, and we're gonna redo it on you." Like, that was way too fast.
Well, I like what they did. If you go back now and you watch the Michael Keaton ones, they don't hold up, in my opinion. But what they did, Superman years ago, Christopher Reeve started the whole superhero movie thing, and there was a giant gap. And the giant gap was because of the technology to make the movies was near impossible.
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money on
There was a
Superman.
shitload of money just for Jaws, and that was
Right.
just.
So, but the whole thing with Michael Keaton and his movie and the phenomenon it created is where we're at today with comic book movies, that it can mean something. People all line up and it's an event. And for that, I'm grateful. So again, when I look at the hobby, even if I don't like something on a personal level, did it benefit the hobby? Did it give exposure to the hobby? Are people talking about it? So to me, then that's a positive thing. And we can debate the merits of what was good and what was bad. I thought Dredd was good. I thought it was really.
I bought it the other. I had to buy it.
Excuse me. I was surprised. I mean, he made the face, and it's hard to act when you have half a face.
That's all you.
Yeah.
All your parts here. Everything
Yeah.
else is suit.
Wait a minute. Stallone has half a mouth and he pulled off Dredd.
Look, I'm a huge Sylvester
Listen,
Stallone
his
fan.
outfit was
We
designed-
were already through this.
His outfit was designed by John.
Hey, one was a
Forgazzi at the same
Twinkie and
time.
one was a
Right,
filet
right,
mignon.
right,
You
right,
like them
right.
both.
No,
You
I
know?
Why we don't have an Over the Top to sequel yet? Don't even get me started on that. But that's a whole rant for another time. So,
Because that kid's too old, though.
Well, Garth Brooks sang the sequel. You know,
Right.
Papa Loved Mama. That was
Right,
part of the
right.
truck driving right there.
so again, I look to see if it's is it overall a positive. But you know what? That's the cool thing about what we love. We don't always have to agree on things, see eye to eye, and I might like something you don't. I'll give you an example. Excuse me. We went to Iron Man the other night, and you had heard both extremes. I hate it, I love it, and everybody in between. But that's what makes it good.
So far, I've only heard I hate it. I haven't been able to go see it. It's okay, Ivan.
You need to get
Oh,
back
okay.
here.
All right.
We can wrap her up.
Yeah. One last question,
Okay.
real quickie. What is one movie you want to see out of any of your without Superman and Batman? I mean, what's